Hello, and welcome to Old Sins and Sinners here on the Nerd Network. I'll be your storyteller for the evening, Jason, and will be Eric as Alexander.
Hello.
Carr is Ezekiel.
Hello.
Sarah is Mace.
Hello.
And Nix as Lucille.
Hello.
Should probably take Cyrus's name off. Where did that go?
He's very off camera.
He's extremely off camera.
In absentia.
There we go.
The freeze frame is glorious.
Alright, who remembers where we were last time?
We're in the haunted house. We found out the information about Owen. Stowed them with potential plans of putting them various other places post dealing with the Gallows house because we found out a little boy disappeared.
Does anybody remember his name?
Absolutely not.
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, we had this whole discussion about it last time.
What was the question? Elisha?
The child's name that's disappeared.
Was it Elisha?
Elijah Pack.
Okay.
I remembered.
I remembered it was something biblical.
You know how little that narrows it down?
Eh.
Biblical names are popular.
Yeah, like it was an E and it was a biblical, and there's only so many biblical E's.
Bibble. In the Bibble.
It wasn't Eli. It wasn't. We already have an Ezekiel. Wasn't Ebos.
You're pretty sure it wasn't Enoch?
Yeah.
It wasn't
Well,
Moses.
now we need an Enoch.
Or Noah.
Alright, so you talked to Owens, figured out some stuff about them. Well, they are kind of figuring out things about themselves.
The dual body one person.
Yes.
And they are staying at Mace's grandma's.
Mm-hmm.
In her mom's old room.
Well, it's not like your mom's using it for anything.
Yeah, but
I mean, your grandmother didn't even keep the ashes in there.
no, those are on top of the fridge.
Why
Next-
are they on top of the fridge?
Next to the cookie jar, please don't get the two confused.
They probably got put up there at some point because it was a high point and.
Look, she meant to put up a little shelf to put it on, so she set it up there temporarily. However many years later, that's just where it's still sitting.
Mm-hmm.
I can remember sitting around with my 80-year-old grandfather after I'd taken him to Alice's one time. And he was talking about the little stuff around the house he'd never quite finished, like putting up something up around the edges of the ceiling in the room we're sitting in. He'd owned that house since my mother was in like middle school. I don't think he ever got around to it.
Usually how it goes.
Yep. Admittedly, he had a realistic view of it. He didn't think he's ever gonna get around to it either. All right, but then you found out Eli had gone missing, or you found that out, I think, at the in the midst of talking with Owen.
We overheard it at the police
Right.
station.
So y'all all went trucking into the house. I believe Lula was working on the outside.
Kept working on the wards on the outside.
Trying to
We went
reinforce
in
the
to find
wards.
Elijah.
Got a cipher slapped on her.
Oh yeah, she did.
Zeke has a scarf.
And a little scrap of wood.
Yeah, the scarf. I thought Zeke was using the scarf.
Zeke's using the scarf. The scrap of wood is currently in his pocket because Alexander gave it to him.
Okay. And Mace had slipped something on her grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Slap.
Charm of protection.
Protection of charm.
So you had ventured into the house, found some evidence of Eli being there.
Elijah.
Yeah. That's usually what
Eli's
he's
the
like.
one-eyed police officer.
You're right. We probably need to use the kid's full name to keep them separate.
Unless you plan
no.
on poking out one of his eyes, then we just call him Little Eli.
That's true.
Little one eye. Eli.
Little one Eli.
Jesus Christ!
Look, kids can be mean.
It's the
Kids in the
joke.
70s
Yeah,
especially.
I say it's the 70s. Kids are horrible to each other.
Yeah, that's also true. Yes.
To each other now.
Sorry, we couldn't save your son.
At least not all of him. Here you go. Here's what we did manage to get out.
It's a finger.
Ugh.
On the plus side, it's still moving, so you know.
Hate that.
Alright, but y'all had ventured in there. You'd found where Elijah had come in with a gas can.
I'm trying to burn the place down, I guess.
Yeah, well, you know, cleansing power of flame and all that. But the gas tank was empty. And you can smell a little bit of fumes still in the can. It's empty, but you're not saying you didn't see like a puddle of stuff, puddle of gas or anything. So I think at the first room you checked out, I think you drifted into the kitchen, where there was a woman making a very nice looking breakfast. Invited you all to sit down. Mace immediately sat down.
It'd be rude not to.
It would be rude not to. Everybody else managed to resist, and Alexander managed to see through the illusion.
Not so much see through as he undid it.
Over and slapped Mace.
Yes,
What are you
also
doing?
slapped the
Stop.
food out of Mace's hand.
Mhm.
And when the illusion dropped, the food was all ash and bile, and
Ew.
the friendly-looking old woman was now a dude.
And I think a ghost.
Yes.
Mhm.
Though Alexander tried to do something that would have affected a ghost, or should have affected a ghost, but did not do anything as this man sank into the floor.
Yeah.
From there, I think y'all stepped back out into the foyer.
And that's where we ended.
I believe so. So what do you want to do now?
I'm gonna use a cipher for once. That's what I'm gonna.
What cipher?
That's the one you gave me. This level one.
Okay, that one. Gotcha.
I'm choosing intellect as a stat.
So you get an asset to intellect, and the GM chooses another stat.
That's
Oh,
hindered.
yeah.
By 2 steps.
Mhm.
And what level? Oh, it's a 9th level cipher. So 90 minutes. So you got an hour and a half of this.
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna need all of that time, but
Never know.
We still got exploring to do, so.
All right. So
This
that
is
gives
a-
you
This is a 2-story house, right?
yes.
Possibly a basement as well.
Exactly.
Yes, very possibly. And there's
I-
probably a little bit of attic space over the second floor, but it's not like a full floor, you know.
Yeah.
That's just typical houses in this region. All right, so Nix, you said you were the gambler's charm was going to help you with your
I'm
intellect.
using my intellect.
All right, then I pick one to be penalized by 2 steps. We're going to go with your speed.
Oh no. Okay. Whatever. Fine.
It's okay. You probably don't need to be fast. I'm sure you won't be having to run out of this house at any point.
This is gonna get me killed, probably.
To intellect. Under to.
Zeke, you're gonna need to carry Lucille out of the house.
Or leave her behind.
No.
Never.
All right, so you're still out in the foyer. Lucille fiddles with her necklace. Looks like it's a dice on a string.
He's gonna look around.
Probably shouldn't split up.
Nope.
No.
Have we looked at everything on the first floor? I'm guessing not.
No, you've been in the
Think we're
foyer.
going-
You've been in the kitchen.
Okay.
There's the stairs leading up to the second floor. And there's a
Since I-
door against the back wall.
Since I've seen Gallows now, I'm gonna activate Trace the Threads on him.
Use a magical creature or object. You're
He
trained
is
in
now
all
my
aspects of
magical
life.
quarry.
I'm gonna find you.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
keep doing this.
Put Hunter's mark on him.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
All right.
Or fairy fire, one of the two.
You don't currently see him. Can you? Oh, but you used magic on him earlier, so.
Yeah. And it doesn't say I have to see him to activate Trace the Threads.
But he has seen
just
him,
says
and
choose a-
that's now his quarry.
Yeah.
Yeah. But either he's a magical creature, but or I have used magic on him.
Yeah.
So
It doesn't seem like they'd have added that thing a bit with the magic if you could just spout off any magical creature anywhere in the world and latch onto him.
yeah.
But regardless.
I mean, I interpreted it as it's like one that you're familiar with. Which is why I waited until this point, because he's seen Gallows now.
And he has used magic on Gallows. So.
Yeah, the magic on Gallows definitely makes it work for sure. All right, so you are trained in all tasks involving hunting, following, finding, interacting with, and understanding. Okay. You can choose only one magical quarry at a time.
Yep.
We're all just searching for stuff. And Zeke just asked the question, can you punch a ghost?
It depends on what you punch them with.
He just looks at his fists.
Would Mace know if you can punch a ghost?
So you make a roll for it.
Against.
I mean, common knowledge in ghost stories, ghosts tend to be immaterial.
Yeah. Difficulty?
Oh, 3. Not with just your bare hands. You tend to pass through them.
Gotta put on something a little bit beefier than your hands.
Lovely.
Well, we'll see what happens. Maybe he's a special ghost that you can punch.
Is it iron that ghosts are weak to?
Some, but that's mostly Fae. And that probably depends on the Fae.
Mhm.
Hmm. That's a thought for later.
All right. We don't. I'm not splitting up.
Correct.
Obviously.
So we go door by door on the first floor.
Time is a ticking.
But in the cartoons, the Scooby Gang splits up every time. That's how they catch the ghost.
Yeah, except those
Yeah.
ghosts tend to be just people with masks.
That's true. That's true. At least in the 70s, that was true. All right, so y'all venture to another door. You pass by some pictures on the wall.
Mhm.
In one of the pictures, you see the lady from the kitchen. She's got a big smile on her face. Next to her is a man. He's also smiling. And while I don't know. It looks like a legitimate smile. Like he's generally happy. Even though the overall look of the guy, he's one of those people you just look at him and go, I bet he's a mortician. He looks like somebody that probably doesn't smile much, but he does look happy in this picture.
Mm.
And there's a young boy standing in front of him. It's got the look of a family photo, or a family portrait. The boy resembles his father. He does not look particularly happy. It is a black and white photo.
Mhm. Hmm. One of them look like Gallows.
The father in the picture is clearly not the man you saw in the kitchen. There is a strong resemblance, though.
So the kid's probably Gallows then.
It would not be an unreasonable guess.
I was gonna ask, does it feel like the portrait is watching us as we move?
Well, like any portrait, the eyes seem to follow you, but that's just how portraits work.
Mhm.
It's not just blinking at us.
No. But you open a door that opens up into a hallway. Long hallway, a little bit narrow. Decently high ceiling.
I would have to roll to see if I could sense where Gallows might be in the house.
Give me a perception.
Okay. So this would be intellect. Difficulty?
Difficulty 5.
Okay. Nope, not 4. 5. Okay, so I automatically get an asset
Mm-hmm.
because of Trace the Threads.
And you are considered trained. Well, your perception, you're probably trained in that anyway. But
No, I'm not trained in perception. but
okay. I believe you count as let me see.
Yeah,
you are
I
trained in
count-
all tasks.
Yeah, I count as trained
Yeah.
for all tasks involving following, hunting, finding, interacting with, etc.
Mhm.
Okay. Nope. Can't sense him just yet.
You sense something, but you don't get a. You're not getting a specific direction from it.
Mm-hmm.
He is the house.
Not out of the possibility.
Fucking, what was that show with the kids going into the haunted house? What was that one?
Monster House.
Monster House.
Monster House.
Yeah.
That one.
Any doors off the hallway?
Yes. Multiple
Okay,
doors on
open
both
up
sides.
the first one.
All right. You open up the door. As you open up the door on the opposite side of the hallway also opens.
What?
You are Mace. You are looking through the. You're standing in the hallway, opening the door, looking through the door into the hallway at your own back.
What in the Scooby-Doo bullshit? Like, does a couple things to make sure it's like actually her.
When you raise your hand, the other you raises their hand.
What do I need to roll for this? Try to figure out what's going on.
I don't. Yes.
Be understanding magic.
Yeah, you can try rolling that.
Okay.
I'm gonna get in on that. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty 5.
Nah, Mace is too hypnotized by her own back.
I'm gonna borrow a Zeke.
Would this technically fall under Trace the Threads or no?
Oh wow, special.
I borrowed a Zeke.
Yeah, I think it would.
helped.
I think it would, Alexander.
Okay.
All right. What did Lucille get? Lucille got a success.
And got a success.
Special success for Lucille.
Mm-hmm. So Alexander, you figure out, okay, this ghost can easily, or I say easily, this ghost can affect the physical properties of the house. Clearly,
Mm-hmm.
like you're pretty sure this is not just an illusion that you're seeing.
Okay.
You figure Mace really is looking at her own back, and consequently, anybody looking through the door is seeing themselves standing in the way of the door.
Mace does try at least once to turn her head quick enough to catch herself looking at herself. Like, sees if there's any kind of delay in it.
None that you notice. It's like if you've ever, as a kid, ever stood between two mirrors and tried to catch yourself moving.
I have a very
Awesome.
silly thing. Zay, do a speed roll for me.
Why? Against what?
Oh, I know what he's doing.
I just want to see who gets the higher number.
Against what? Just none?
Hold on. Against a 3.
Why did you put that on me?
Does this count if I asked her to do it?
Oh yeah. All right. So what exactly was it you were trying to get her to do with the speed roll?
So to see if she caught Alexander staring at her butt.
Wouldn't she see that in the, like, looking through the door into the other door?
Well, you're looking at everybody's back. You don't know where his eyes are.
You would just see that his head was tilted down slightly.
There's been too much weirdness going on today already. This is just getting filed with more weirdness, and she's closing the door.
Did
Anyone
Lucille
else
learn
wants to-
anything else? That she had the higher roll?
Totally saw him looking at her ass, but anyway.
Nope, just going to assume the house is making me see that.
Intrusion, that GM.
Okay.
Okay.
Your intellect rolls are
Challenge accept-
hindered as you're worried about this in the back of your head.
Hey,
Was he
free
staring at my butt?
experience!
Free experience though. It's what, 1 point or 2?
Whoa!
you
Whoa!
get one, and
Whoa! Not for GM introduce. Not for ones. Not for ones. Those are free ones I get.
Really?
Yeah. If he does it
Damn.
outside of ones, we get XP.
He has to actually do it himself. Thought it was funny.
We gotta remind you to do that.
All right, but I have not forgotten about Lucille's role. With your role and with that special, I'm gonna give you a little extra information.
Yay.
You don't know if the ghost is actually affecting it. The ghost is clearly affecting this environment. You kind of wonder if it's really affecting the house, or if y'all are even really inside the house anymore. Or if this is some other place now that the ghost controls. Or maybe the ghost is the house.
Great.
God damn it, we're in Oogie Boogie's land.
Like, you don't know exactly which of those options is true. But you think it's more than just you're standing in the physical house and it can do weird stuff in the house. There's something more than that going on.
Why did we have to go do haunted house?
Because we probably should have done it last week, and it just got
And-
more haunted. And there's a little kid missing, and
It is our job.
it's not really even our job. You getting paid for this?
No. But that's
I
the
feel
deal
like
we
we
made.
should be charging people.
I didn't
for
make-
this.
I didn't make a deal with nobody.
I just realized I did not add the ease. I forgot that understanding magic's an intellect.
Jesus Christ.
Would not have affected the outcome
no.
in this particular case.
Hmm.
So the next door down, y'all see Cyrus crack the door open, peek through. You're like, doesn't open all the way, just. Yep, this one opens up in the hallway too. And he kind of leans back, but this hallway looks empty, and then the door yanks the rest of the way open. He falls in, and the door slams.
Oh,
Why is it that
hell.
Cyrus? Why is it that when Cyrus is gone, you're like, nope, gone.
Because he always disappears in the middle of like.
Whoa! He did not disappear fighting the eye monster. He just got knocked out. He got a little too far ahead of you.
Something. Let me rephrase it. Something
I took
bad
that
happens to
bear.
Cyrus when Patrick isn't here.
It happens. The same thing happens to a superhero in our other game when oh, Patrick's not here today. Oh, this embalmed zombie just explodes next to him. He's out.
Makes total sense.
Well, I mean, it was not the embalmed zombie things were something they were dealing with. He just didn't see the one that creeped up on him.
Zeke will open the door.
You
It
really
opened-
think that's a good idea?
He'll like fling it open and take a step back.
All right, you are looking into a hallway.
But
Just
no,
like with the other door, there's a door right across from you
Mhm.
that matches the door
behind me.
Yeah.
But no sirens.
No. And that door does not open.
Like only one side of the hallway opens.
Right. He opened the door. The door opposite of him did not open, though.
Okay. Oh, well.
Now we have a child and Cyrus to find.
That we
Wasn't
do.
he the one nagging us to stay together too?
Well, he didn't step through the door. He was just hanging on the doorknob when the door yanked him in.
Technicalities.
Mm.
I don't think we're gonna get anywhere on this floor.
Not unless we go through one of those doors, but I'm not itching to try it out quite yet.
I
Want to
would
try
recommend
upstairs?
this
No,
one.
there's also, you've got the doors along the side. There's also the door at the end of the hallway.
I guess we could check that door out.
Yep. Mace walks down. Opens the
Everyone's
end of the
just
hallway
kind of
door.
Everyone's
following
following.
by.
Like, turtle duck. Turtle duck.
All right. As you walk past that second door, the door of Cyrus open. As y'all walk past there, you walk about 10 feet, and you get this weird kind of feeling like your vision's gotten distorted, as the end of the hallway seems to have gotten farther away.
Oh, we're PTing this shit. All right, let's go.
When the hell did we enter the back rooms?
It's like you walk 10 feet, now the door is 30 feet further from you.
I'm gonna try to unbind that so we can get to the door.
Yeah. Let's see. It's not really something targeting you.
Well, so the targeting me is when I can activate it as a defensive
Mhm.
action. Otherwise, it's I can activate it to end an ongoing effect.
Within immediate range. And immediate range is within about 10 feet. But the end of the hallway is 30 feet away from you.
But the walls of the hallway.
Is it gonna be one of those instances where if we go backwards, we'll get closer than if we go forwards?
I vote we come back to this one and check upstairs.
Zeke looks behind him. Is it the hallway again?
Oh, when you look back, yeah, the door you came through is as far away from you as the one the other way.
Okay, so they're both farther away now.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's also like more doors on the sides. It's like the doors are spaced out as much as they were, which means there's more doors.
Can I see through deception?
Hang on just a second. I gotta figure out how this unbind would affect this, because it's not targeting you. It's the end of the hallways.
But it's the hallway specifically, wouldn't it be?
All right, so when Alexander does the unbind, some of the extra doors that were closest to you disappear. Now you've got doors placed like they were when you first walked in.
Illusions everywhere.
Well, did we pick a door?
still want to know if I could see you through deception.
I don't know
This
if it
feels
would
wacky
be
now.
people deception or magic deception.
I mean, that was what we used against the thing earlier with Mr. Gallows in the kitchen.
Yeah, go ahead and give me that roll.
Like, add a what difficulty?
5.
That'd become a 3 because that's an intellect. Because it's
Mm.
eased.
Yes, yes.
I'm gonna borrow a Zeke again.
Always here. Whenever you need me. Lightning rod of good luck. I had to say it that way. Okay.
Lightning in a bottle.
All right. So the deception that you see through is all those extra doors. You're pretty sure they're just copies of the doors that were already here. That the deception is it tricking you into thinking you'd be walking longer to get to those doors. The ends of the hallway seem to legitimately just be that far away from you now, though. It's like you don't think there's suddenly a lot of extra rooms. You think all these extra doors would just open up into some of the rooms that were already there.
It'll open up to what we've already been to, which means we don't need to open those because you've already seen them. Ugh.
Well, you've only opened 2 doors. There were 4 in the hallway.
There's 4 in the highway.
You only opened the ones on the one side.
So then-
Well, I mean, the one Mace also opened on the other side, but yeah.
and then the one Zeke opened didn't open the other door.
Which is the hallway we're walking down currently.
Well, the one Zeke opened, he threw the door open and stepped back.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know what was in that. I mean, it looked like another copy of the hallway, but just that little section you can see through the door.
I don't like this house.
You could probably buy it cheap, though. You could track down whoever owns it now. Probably somebody in the Gallows family. They'd probably sell it cheap. They haven't had any other offers.
No, thank you. No buying the house.
The guy sitting there, his eyes are completely open. He's drinking cups of coffee because he doesn't want to go to sleep because he dreams of the house.
Mace is gonna try opening the door that didn't open when he opened the. Because he opened the door Cyrus was pulled through, correct?
Correct.
She's gonna open the door behind that, like opposite it,
Okay.
that did not open originally,
Okay.
or try to.
This one opens up into a bedroom.
You know, never been more untrusting of a bedroom than I am right now.
Well, now, you do know Alexander had just done something. Or at least I assume that was somewhat noticeable.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna rummage around in her pocket, grab like a penny or a rock or something, and throw it into the bedroom. See what happens.
It makes the sound of whatever it is hitting a wood floor before it bounces and lands on a rug.
Yeah, works for me, I guess. Steps
You know.
inside.
The room is furnished. It's a little dusty, but you know.
Just steps inside, just poke her head in, just steps in.
It's either gonna get pulled in by her head or, you know.
Alright, what is everybody else doing while Mace walks into this bedroom?
Alexander's following her.
Follow.
Okay.
I suppose follow.
Alright, so Mace goes in. Alexander goes in. Ezekiel goes in.
His
As
hand
Lu-
is on Lucille. like, like he's not letting his hand off of her at all.
So as Zeke goes in, arm stretched out behind him, holding Lucille's arm, the door tries to slam. Would slam on your arm, make you let go of each other.
Mhm.
Lucille, give me a speed roll.
Shit.
Remember, you're hindered.
I know.
2 levels of hindered.
Yep.
Let's see, the difficulty is 5, but you're hindered, so that becomes a 7.
I'm going to use fortuitous. Well, it's not affecting me though, so never mind.
Well, go ahead and read off what it was.
Fortuitous failure. I have to use a experience point, but a trap or dangerous bit of machinery malfunctions before it can affect you.
Yeah, it's not really doing anything to you. I tell you what, though, you give me a perception to see if you realize the door is about to close.
Okay, what's the difficulty?
5.
Why is it Lucille that gets traumatized with?
Wow, that was low. Narrative.
All right. So Lucille then needs to give me a roll.
Speed roll hindered.
Let me look at your sheet right quick. I'm trying to think if there's any skill that might help you in this.
Don't think so.
Are you trained in initiative?
Untrained.
Okay, never mind then. I'd probably have let that help since it's reaction time. But I will let you, the fact that you're holding Zeke's hand, I will let you use that as an asset.
Right. I get one asset.
Woo!
You have
Better
effort.
than nothing.
Spend it.
That's true. Effort is a thing.
asset, and she's hindered by 2.
Okay. We're gonna
Well,
use everything.
Hold on. What are your? Give me a second. Never mind. None of your player intrusions would really help you.
No, they would not. I'm an intellect based, not speed.
Well, now I was looking at your intrusions, and for this situation, none would really be of any help.
This is gonna be fun. This is gonna hurt.
Because they all revolve around an NPC helping you out.
This is gonna sting. I have no choice.
By 2.
All right.
Can spend an XP to re-roll.
That's true. You could spend an XP.
No. I'm not making this one. I don't have the effort for it. I'll just take the hit.
Okay. All right. So let's see. All right. So as the door slams in your arm, making you let go of Zeke.
Zeke immediately turns around to see Lucille. Whatever happens to Lucille.
Well, you see where the door has slammed her hand. She yanked it, basically, instinctively yanking her hand back. So, Lucille, you take 4 points of damage.
Ugh.
If you have anything giving you armor that affects like normal.
Okay, so that becomes 2. Into the night pool. Stupid house.
Oh, did we lose somebody?
They just shut off
No,
her
my
camera.
my camera randomly decided to bust.
Oh, fine.
I'm working on it. I'll let you know in a couple minutes if it doesn't, so you can rearrange.
Okay. Well, me and Zeke are fine. Oh, wait, no, I take that back. I got slid down where Mace is. Never mind. All right, so, Lucille, you are standing in a hallway. All by your lonesomes. Zeke, Alexander, and Mace are inside a bedroom.
Zeke will say, "Well, we just lost Lulu," and he'll try to open the door. I assume it just goes to the hallway.
Actually, the door seems to be stuck.
Zeke's got one foot on the wall and is trying to open the door.
I don't think that door's gonna let you out unless it feels like it. We'll see what we can
Oh,
find in
yeah.
here.
All right.
Apparently.
Would this material be level 3 or lower by chance?
What material is that?
The door.
A normal door, I probably. Well, let's see. Is there a material strength benchmark somewhere? Right, material strength isn't in the index. Let's look at objects. It's a very small index. This is your big book.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it has materials, but it doesn't have any strength level on them.
Not so much strength as just I need to know the level.
Only thing I can really find is like on page 129 in the book, 131 for PDF. Way to measure strength, difficulty, power, or challenge is something in the game. Doors level indicates how hard it would be to break. Locks level determines how hard it would be to pick. 1 to 10. What we already kind of know about levels.
Yeah, it's not giving like examples of. But for a regular interior door in like a regular interior in a regular house, I'd say probably about a 3.
Okay, cool.
But you all begin hearing chirping.
Bird chirping?
Bird chirping. Lots of birds.
Do we see said chirping birds or just hear them?
You look around, and at first you don't see anything. You just hear the chirping. And then you start hearing a little bit of this scraping noise. Then,
I'm sure this is fine.
towards the bottom of the wallpaper starts bubbling up. It ruptures, and hundreds of birds begin pouring out. They aren't flying. Most of them have broken wings. They're all in a variety of different stages of decomposition.
Fantastic.
Some of them walking more or less normal. Some of them have busted legs and are dragging themselves forward with their wings or beak.
Mhm.
And it's just this carpet of dead birds moving towards you now.
Don't like that. Like while backing up.
Just trying to
Meanwhile,
open the door.
out in the hallway,
Mhm.
Lucille, the hallway back the way you came has gotten dark.
Hey, I'm gonna grab my flashlight and find down the hall.
As you're digging around for your flashlight, you hear something moving in your direction.
Nope. Back up.
Heavy
Nope.
footfalls. And it's not a slow walk. Somebody's sprinting.
Oh.
The further you back down the hallway, the darker the hallway behind you gets. Almost like the light is fading as you step back away.
Harold.
Now, like I said, it sounds like it's running towards you pretty fast. Are you backing up quickly?
Mm.
Okay. So you're backing up, and your back hits that door at the far end of the hallway.
Scrambles to open it behind her. Just open the door, get the hell out.
It seems to stick for a second. The light is dimming even more. You're hearing the running. You're starting to hear heavy breathing too. When finally the door gives and opens, and you stumble forward onto some stairs. Give me a speed roll to catch yourself before you go following ass over tea kettles down the stairs.
Damn.
Let's see. This would be. This would normally be task or difficulty 3. Because this is just managing to grab the handrail or something before you fall. But your speed stuff's hindered. So 3 becomes 5.
Fuck it. I got nothing for this. I'm tumbling.
Zeke's really gonna have to carry her out of this house
If we find her.
if we find her.
I'm going to die. This is terrible.
So yes, all right. So yeah, that's a failure. You start rolling down the stairs. Let's see. Take 4 points of damage as you roll down the stairs. This is just physical damage, so it'll be coming out of your might pool.
Why did that? 4 point. Is it halved by the armor? Or whatever.
How many points of armor do you have?
2.
Then he takes 2. Well, since it's 4 points, then yes, it's halved.
Okay.
And I would like to initiate a GM intrusion here. You may spend a point. You may spend an XP point to reject this. Or you accept what's going to happen and you get a point, and then you give a point to one of your buddies.
Sure. We'll take it.
All right. You give yourself an XP. And who would you like to give an XP point to?
Zeke.
All right. So that's one for Nix and one for Zeke.
I've upped mine, so.
This is a terrible time for Whitfield.
So you tumble down the stairs. This is hurting. You get just this, as you're tumbling, this quick view of a creepy looking root cellar. Something. It's either carpeted or that's moss or something on the floor. There's jars of something all along the walls. You think you hear someone whimpering, and then your head hits that last stair and everything goes black.
Hmm.
And then back in the bedroom, nope, that's too far up. I'm getting into electro zombies again, and we're not dealing with them. All right, everybody in the bedroom, give me an initiative roll.
Mhm.
Are they fighting birds?
They're fighting birds.
Difficulty.
4.
Yes.
All right, so Zeke goes after the burbs.
You got this. I also go after the burbs.
I was looking at the
As
wrong one.
does Mace. And where's Alexander?
I got a special. Whatever that counts for.
Oh, I got you. I was literally looking for the name Alexander on the list instead of. All right. I don't think special means really means anything for initiative rolls. All right, so this flood of birds is coming at you, picking up speed. More of them pouring out of the walls. What are you doing, Alexander?
I'm tempted to use a player intrusion. I'm not sure which would work best, though. So there's sudden visions. A flash of insight provides you with a clear answer or suggests a course of action with regard to an urgent question, problem, or obstacle you're facing.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a ton of those. This one I think would be interesting, but I'm not sure how it would work. It's nearby presence. It's the one I used for the Thunderwolf before. Would like another Gallows spirit that isn't Mr. Gallows show up?
Considering the nature of where you're at, I'm trying to think of how anything could show up to help you. Now, what did it? Read through it one more time.
You sense a magical entity close to you offering to lend a hand. They might ease your next ability, buy you some time, or protect you for a few rounds.
Okay, I've got an idea. If you wanted to use that one, we could go with that.
And then there's Magic Surge. A pulse of magic reactivates a cipher, artifact, or other magic item that was previously depleted, ruined, or inactive, causing it to do something that's useful to your current situation. Harms a foe, creates a distraction, or lets you use it one more time for its original function.
Okay, I can see how that one could work. If you've got a spent cipher with you.
I've got multiple spent ciphers. Because if I did that one, I could use Buck's Haunt again. But at that point, I'd have to delete the cipher entirely.
Mm-hmm.
No, you have an idea for nearby presence, and then sudden vision could be something along the lines of how do we get away from the carpet of murder birds?
Murder birds.
Honestly, not sure which to do.
Up to you.
I will be right back.
Okay.
Do I sense a magical entity nearby?
This whole house is fucking magical.
Well,
Are you
one
taking the
that's not
time to
toxic.
really feel for something? Because using that would be you reaching out to try to find some, and then picking up on it.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna play her intrude, and I'll use nearby presence.
Okay. Uh, so that costs you an XP.
Yes, already calculated.
You feel something or someone
Mm-hmm.
watching you. You get a positive feeling about this person.
Okay.
And as these, you send out that little call for help. And as the birds swarm up on you,
Mm-hmm.
you feel someone put a hand on your shoulder. And the birds start forming a circle around you. It's like they're flooding past you. They can't get within a foot or so of you.
Okay. He glances over to where he feels the hand.
You see your grandmother. Obviously not alive. She's obviously a spirit. There's no. She's not hiding that.
Mima?
Does Zeke and Mace see this?
Yes.
Okay.
As Zay's not here to witness.
Tis a shame. Tis a shame.
Witness me.
She just smiles at you. I wouldn't be able to reach you if you were back home. But in this place, I can't do much. This is his place.
Well, we need to get out of this room.
Me and Lula, we bound him here.
Yeah.
It was the best we could do at the time. He'd have been far worse than this if we hadn't. Alright, so that's your go. Now, while the birds are not touching Alexander, this little mini ward she threw up isn't encompassing everybody else. So Zeke,
Yeah.
well, and Mace too, because everybody in the room basically, other than Alexander for reasons. This swarm of birds begins pecking and scratching, and they're climbing up on you. You'll need to make a, let's see, I guess it's a might check, might defense roll to try to keep him, brush him off of you to avoid as much damage as possible.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty is 4.
Cool.
I wasn't here, but I heard this stuff on the headset.
Ah, good,
Mm.
good. Then you also need to give me a might defense roll. Difficulty 4.
Oh, it's specifically defense.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this is specifically defense. As these birds are swarming up all over you.
Yay for being trained.
Yep.
Alrighty then.
Just tank doing tank things.
Mhm.
Yep, yep.
And one of the supports is unconscious and away from the group.
Yep.
Ah.
I think we both succeeded.
Mace does 1 damage to the plaster molding of the house.
So the birds are
the
scratching at you,
brush.
but you're able to kind of swap them and keep them away from your face, and so they wind up mostly just scratching at your clothes. Zeke,
Hmm.
how would you like an XP?
What we talking?
We're talking about an XP. We're talking about a GM intrusion.
Okay.
As one of the birds climbs up and is trying to force its way into your mouth.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah, no.
So are you going to spend
an?
an? Are you going to
I'm
spend an
gonna use the one
XP?
that Lulu. Yeah, I'm gonna use the one that Lulu gave me and just like throw it away.
Oh,
Take that.
okay.
Ugh. Ugh.
You never gone pigeon hunting? Come on.
Well, don't let it in your mouth.
He was mostly decomposed. He was pretty dry. He was kind of mummified. I mean, probably not carrying too
It
many
doesn't
diseases.
make it better.
Oh, so you'd rather it be wet and dripping and decomposed than
No, I wouldn't like anything in my mouth right now.
Bird
That's
jerky.
a
look.
bird.
What would you rather have in your mouth? Moist undead or dry undead?
That's a horrible question
Neither.
without knowing the context.
So that's
For the CIA/FBI agent watching this right now, we are talking about revived undead birds, not
Hypothetical.
necrophilia. Thank you.
The NSA guy has been watching this, listening to this the whole way through. He knows what's going on.
He's been here since Espergenesis. He's fine.
Oh, cool. Well then, while he's here, you might want to go look at Cheeto Man's computer. You'll get a good laugh.
See, now you got us on a list.
Oh, we were all already on the list. Let's be real. We've had to GM stuff and look up stuff, and we've searched some things.
Hey, I did the whole primaries thing today. I told Sarah this. I still, because I'm still registered Republican. I was Republican primary. I went and specifically specifically weeded out all the ones that had his endorsement or put on their little ad campaign that they were going to do his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right, now the ones that are left, which ones I think will do a good job or has same kind of similar values that I like.
Yeah. I don't think I ever registered with either party. I don't think.
Same.
Yeah, well,
I registered with the Not Eating Birds party. Zeke forgot to.
And what type of fucking bird is this anyway?
It seems to be a mixture of I mean, it's a little hard to tell because it's decomposed, but some of them are probably crows. Some of them are smaller than that, starlings maybe.
Gotcha.
There had been rumors of this man burying birds alive, so.
I feel like that's true.
mm-hmm.
All right, so that was the burbs. Now, Zeke, what are you gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna try and go towards Alexander.
Okay.
Climb on his shoulders. Borrow the 1 foot square.
Well, I mean, how big is the board that he's doing? Is it just around Alexander?
So imagine Alexander standing there,
Mhm.
his grandmother standing behind him with one hand on her shoulder, in the circle that the birds can't seem to cross. You're not seeing lines on the ground or anything like that, but just
Mhm.
the birds are making the outline of the circle. So it's big enough to one dude standing here, lady standing behind him, hand on the shoulder.
But that's about it.
Yeah. Now you could cram in next to his other shoulder and probably fit in there.
Yeah, he's gonna make his way over there, but he's gonna just stand nearby. I don't know what to do outside of just beat the shit out of the floor, but I don't know if that would do anything.
Oh, what intrusions do you have?
Lucky landmark, weak strain, and fortuitous failure.
Hmm.
I can tell you where we need to go. I can stop a poison or disease, or I can stop a trap. That's all I can do, buddy.
I can definitely see how Lucky Landmark would work here.
All right, what does Lucky Landmark do?
Just when it's
like the path is lost, or you. There we go.
or you are a trail marker, a landmark, or simply the way the terrain or corridor bends, rises, or falls away suggests to you that the path forward, at least from this point.
Probably add my. I should probably add those to my list.
You
at the
should.
moment.
Yeah, I can definitely see how that would be of use here.
Any intrusions that would be helpful. But no!
Yeah, I'll use an intrusion and use that then if it will work, Jason.
All right. Let's see. The cost is 1. What pool does that come out of?
It's a
Experience pool. It's a player intrusion.
Oh, okay. That's what the cost one is. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's an
I don't.
intrusion.
Yeah, unfortunately, it does. Like, I can't just choose. Like, I can only choose other, so I can't really choose like player or anything like that. So.
Mm-mm. Well, the best path forward is back. You need to get through that door. Looking at the door now, even though it opened just fine earlier, now it looks like it's like warped. Like the door is like swole, like it got wet or something and swole.
Mm-hmm. Zeke just point at the door. It's like, well, we need to go that way, but I don't know what's up with the door right now.
Mace, you're up, and and like I said, you managed to squeeze into the little
Well,
ward.
no, as I said, I was standing outside. I wasn't trying to like squeeze into his space.
Oh, okay.
Since using GM or intrusions is the thing to do tonight, I'm going to use Induce Fear.
Hmm.
Something about your presence, attack, or vocalization imbues your attacker with fear so that they falter or fall back. All of their actions against you, including defense, are hindered for 2 rounds. And she's going to position herself in such a way that she is in front of everyone else and makes them fall back from her.
All right. The floor is
You all figure
carpeted
out
with
the
these
door.
things. But okay, so you step over closer to Zeke and maybe very viciously stomp on a few of the birds or something.
Stink eye.
Or maybe it's something a little
Bombastic
more than
stink eye.
natural. Maybe it's something a little more than natural. That one Walker sister can make herself extra charismatic. Maybe Mace is just doing the opposite of that.
Fun fact, my other character was going to be someone along those lines.
Only my other character was literally going to be a hollow man that got away from Barrow and Locke, so...
Oh, that would have made the
That'd
trip
have been
down to
interesting for Zeke.
that would have made the trip down to Boone very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would have.
Uh,
I've calculated the XP out of my pool.
okay.
Like I had a whole concept like written up for it too.
All right. So
Just trying
The-
to buy time to figure out the door.
the birds don't completely fall back, but they're not flooding forward as quickly. Like there's definitely some hesitation there. The important thing being they are hindered. Which, considering they don't roll, I would assume is effectively
I pasted it in your chat in case you needed it.
what's the opposite of hindered?
Eased.
Eased. Thank you. Probably just means that whatever y'all are doing in regards to them will be eased. Mathematically, that should work out the same way. All right, we are back at the top with Alexander.
Well, any ideas, Mima?
Get out of the room.
Yeah, working on that, and he'll start using slicing strand to start carving through the door.
Oh, oh, baby, when did you learn to do that?
Well, I did go to war. But you remember that, I rode home.
She looked sad at the thought that you turned your gift to something aggressive like that because of a war. Like, not disappointed in you, disappointed, but just like, this is a sad thing.
Like, you had to do it to stay alive.
Yeah.
Well, if it helps any, Mima, I was protecting the common folk from the haints out east.
I don't even want to know what's out that way.
Probably for the best, but I saved a lot of lives.
All right, how much damage does that do?
Well, it does 4 outright, but the wording of the ability says it's extra effective against immobile, non-living targets of level 3 or lower, and can be up to 6 inches thick.
Well, the door is definitely not 6 inches thick.
Yeah, so just.
So you slice through that thing like butter.
Mm-hmm.
Are you like just doing the big X to take the entire door out? Are you halving it in the middle? How you doing this?
He's separating the door from the hinges,
Oh, okay.
so he can just knock the door down.
Sounds good. It offers no special resistance or anything. Next up is the burbs.
So I figured it'd be easier instead of like carving a hole through it, just have that 1 foot be just through the hinges.
All right, so the birds still try to swarm you, but like I said, there's some hesitation there. So it's not only the bolder ones are doing it, so it's not quite as thick this time. Let's see. Are hindered for 2 rounds. So this will be the first round that they count as hindered. So Zeke and Mace still need to give me the might defense roll. But instead of 4, it's 2 now.
Me over here jazz handing like y'all can see it.
No, we know you're jazz handing in spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Jazz hands.
Yep.
All right, so Car got a success and Mace got a success. So yeah, with there being less birds, it's even easier to keep them swatted off or stomp on them before they get on your boot. Zeke, you're up.
So the door is gone.
Well, he has separated it from the hinges. It is still technically standing up.
Cool. Zeke's gonna go over there and just kick it down.
Okay.
Maybe it's a good thing that that Lulu ran. She would have been squished.
Give me a might roll, difficulty 2. Only because the door has swole, so it's a little bit stuck.
Okay.
Yeah, but no problem at all. So yeah, boot to the door goes thump.
Are we back in the? Is this the hallway now?
Yes, this opens up into the hallway.
Okay. Zeke's gonna, with the rest of his movement, Zeke's gonna move into the hallway.
Okay, that's not a problem.
Mace is
I assume
gonna wait.
nothing's.
Okay.
I assume nothing has changed as far as like the doors or anything.
Nothing looks different in the hallway.
So maybe one of them is opened.
Nothing looks different in the hallway.
Ah, they're gonna have to guess where Lulu went. Yay!
That's why Zeke was looking.
All right, Mace, what are you doing?
She's gonna wait until Alexander backs out of the room into the hallway, and then she will back out last.
Holding the run action.
Yep, she's covering the retreat.
All right, Alexander, what are you doing?
He's gonna start leaving the room and hope that Meemaw can follow him.
All right, so you step out in the hallway. Your Meemaw stays in the doorway, motioning for Mace to go by.
She'll go by.
And then your Meemaw just stands in the doorway, and the birds can't seem to get they get up to that, within a foot of her and stop. She's effectively blocking the door. Honey, this is probably the best I can do for you now.
I didn't get to. Love you, Meemaw.
Yeah, she turns around, she motions for you to come in for a hug.
He gives her one.
She doesn't feel as solid as you remember, of course, but you don't just
Yeah.
pass through her either. She's letting you physically come. Over your shoulder, she looks at Mace. Keep an eye on him.
Been doing it for 34 years.
Well, then a few more won't hurt.
Hopefully not.
And tell your granny I'll be waiting on her. It's not an invitation for her to rush or anything.
I'll wait a little while before telling her. You know how eager she gets to do things.
Zeke will look at this woman he's never met before and just be like, "Pleasure to meet you, ma'am." So brief.
That's Zeke. He turns into stuff. Mostly animals.
Oh. Well, it's good that you're making new friends.
Well, us winters have been pretty good at that.
Oh, she was saying that to Mace. She was absolutely saying that to Mace.
Mace just kind of nods. We should probably go see where the other two friends went off to.
Yep. Well, Granny's out there reinforcing the wards too, so we should probably get this done.
See you around, Grand Winners.
Love you, Meemaw.
I love you too, boy. It's good to see you again, Mace.
And she just kind of nodded.
And then she turns around and looks back at the nasty old thing. All right, so the three of you standing in the hallway. What are you doing?
I would say Zeke is immediately searching for his
He,
girlfriend.
he literally is. He's trying to see if there's any tracks anywhere in this hallway. But I'm
He wasn't
assuming there's
exactly
probably
trying
not.
to hide, but that depended on what this house did.
Trying to see if he can find any tracks of Lulu. So
All right. Well, it's a hallway, so she's not really leaving tracks.
I would think that like the dust maybe would point.
Yeah, you know,
Give
it's
some
that's
kind of trick.
that's fair enough. Though a lot of y'all have been running through this hallway. Give me a perception. Difficulty 4.
I'm gonna help him.
Okay.
So I get an asset.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so that is a success. You see in the dust, stretching off into the distance towards the faraway door. I'm going to say you probably recognize Lulu's footprint.
Boot print, probably.
Yep. She's heading off towards that, towards the opposite door of where y'all came into the hallway. But it looks like she was walking backwards.
Ezekiel pointed out to everybody, and he'll just start walking towards that door.
And there's very large, like, work boot prints that look like they were running in that direction.
Lovely.
And from the spacing of her print, you can tell she was backing up fairly quickly.
Yep. He'll tell the rest of them about the boot prints that were basically chasing her.
You want me to take point?
No, I'll take point.
All right, if I jerk you back from being on point, you can't blame me. And
Right.
follows him.
And I won't. He'll make his way to the door.
You walk forward 10 feet, it seems to be 30 feet further away from you.
Any ideas?
Maybe follow Lulu's example of walking backwards.
Hey! Lulu's
What?
not there to give suggestions.
Yeah. Tell you what. I will roll it into like, if you want me to for that, just to make it fair.
All right, difficulty 3.
Nope.
It does not occur.
Perfectly fits.
You're just running towards the door, and it's not getting any closer. In fact, it
Well,
seems to be getting further away.
He looks back at the other two. Any ideas?
Difficulty 3, understanding magic, or just straight intellect?
You know what? You can do understanding magic.
I was gonna say I'll help, but I can't.
Really? Run faster? I don't know.
Can I utilize one of you all for?
Sure.
Yeah.
Zeke is the lucky stick. Let's go.
Yeah.
Watch it fail.
If it fails, that just means Zeke is Lucille's lucky stick.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
All 3 of us can't fail.
Let's not tempt fate like that.
Well, I guess we're stuck in here forever. Let's go back to the front door.
Try to go to that one. It keeps getting
Yeah.
longer.
We're gonna die in here. We gotta eat the dead birds.
All right, Alexander. It occurs to you that if she made it to the door and she was walking backwards, maybe that's why she made it?
He grabs both of them, turns them around, like
Yeah.
start walking backwards.
Zeke will start walking backwards.
I'm gonna fall on my ass.
Got enough to cushion.
This is... Zeke is just like, Zeke is a mid-sentence. He's just like, I'm used to doing this as an
Mace is just walking backwards and not saying a damn thing. This day is getting worse.
Oh, you were doing all these intellect rolls.
I forgot!
We forgot that you were hindered because you were worrying about why he was looking at your butt, or if he was looking at your butt.
To be fair, I failed most of them on my own.
That's true. That's true.
I didn't need any extra help failing them.
And that
I
last
hindered
roll you made
myself.
would have succeeded anyway, so. Or would it?
Meanwhile, Alexander's like, good, they're distracted enough.
Dick's just looking at you confused, like, what?
And
Is
before
he
you know
walking
it,
backwards?
you back into the you
Well,
back into that door. Well, in the
He
surrounding world.
goes, he's still like looking back, like looking forward. He reaches for the handle and opens it
It opens without too much
and
trouble.
takes a curious step in. What does he feel?
Are you turning around to step in, or are you stepping in backwards?
I'm taking a foot and doing a curious like step back, but I'm not like putting any weight or anything. I'm just seeing if
Like a
it's
moonwalk
flat.
It feels solid, except your heel isn't hitting anything. But the rest of
Okay,
your foot is
so
landing on something
he's
solid.
like- It's stairs, so he will turn around and look.
It appears to be stairs leading down to a dark cellar.
Okay, he will go down just enough until those two are in, and then he'll tell them to turn around when they get to the door.
Yeah, she'll follow.
Okay.
As well, Alexander.
While we're doing that, let's cut back to Lucille.
The unconscious one.
Lucille, you are waking up.
Ugh.
You don't think you've been unconscious for too long. It doesn't feel like it's been that long, but you're not 100% sure. You know,
I gotta watch.
Your head hurts. It takes you a second to remember what happened. You remember, and then you remember, oh right, weird corridor. Somebody was chasing me that I couldn't see. Fell down the stairs.
Is it dark?
It's fairly dark. You are sitting on a thick mat of moss. In fact, the entire floor down here seems to be covered with some kind of moss. Your hands are tied behind your back, and to a beam that's supporting the ceiling above you. You hear some whimpering. You look over to your side, and there's a cage. Looks like it's probably designed to hold a large dog. But there's a child curled up inside it.
Are you Elijah?
He's just laying there crying quietly. It's like at first he doesn't even hear you.
Let's see. Do I have anything for this? He's gonna try and calm the kid so he can talk to her.
All right.
That'd be positive social interactions.
Yeah. I would say trying to calm somebody is pretty positive.
Ookies. Difficulty?
I would say the kid's pretty freaked out. Let's say difficulty 4.
Well, that's eased by 2, so that's standard. That's an intellect.
Oh, yeah.
No effort. No asset. Success. And a special. I get to shine! I get to do conversation stuff! Yay!
All right. So what do you tell him to try to calm him down? Yeah, in general, you don't have to be super specific.
Like he's okay. He's not alone. Like she'll get him out of this. We got some people. Like there's a group of us that are trying to, help you out. Which is probably not very convincing since she's currently tied up, but she exudes enough confidence for it.
You have more people with you than just him? And he points back kind of behind you.
She's gonna look.
You kind of have to, really kind of strain to get your head turned around enough. And you see an old, rickety-looking wooden table in the back, and you see Cyrus tied down to it.
I have more friends than just him. Is he all okay over there?
He seems to be unconscious, though he's twitching a little bit.
Oh. Well, he's alive.
Then you hear a man's voice. Well, he wouldn't be much good to me dead. Not yet. As your head whips back around, you see Mr. Gallows, who you assume is Mr. Gallows at least. The guy the old lady in the kitchen turned into. And he's now standing in the center of the room. You don't know where he came from. He went in there a minute ago. You hear the boy kind of put his back, in the cage, put his back as far away as he can. Gallows looks a little bit more solid here. Like there's no mistaking him for being a living person.
Well, if he's more solid here, maybe we can punch him.
Well, you can't. You're all tied up at the moment.
That's the problem.
It's been so long since I had guests.
I'm afraid this isn't quite the greatest welcoming party.
Well, you weren't invited, so.
Yet you need us alive for something.
Yes, momentarily at least. The boy was useful, but my. And he reaches out and kind of touches you on the forehead. Almost like he's palming a basketball and kind of tilts your head back like he's giving you a looking over. Between you and that Winters boy and that goddamn Calder. Oh, it's going to be.
Have to be more specific.
I've gone from feast to famine. From famine to feast.
It's not very gentlemanly to touch a lady. If she is going to use, shake the bones.
Ooh, what does this do?
Basically 2 damage.
Vicious mockery.
Yeah.
4 damage.
And intellect.
2 might and 2 intellect.
Must be able to hear and understand you, or at least understand the gist of what you're saying.
Well, he can definitely do that. Yeah, he jerks the hand back and kind of staggers it back. And then he rears back and kicks you. So give me a... Oh, Lord. I just realized what this would be. So, speed defense, try to get out of the way. But you're also hindered from being tied up. So that's like 3 levels of hinder you've got now?
I was like, can I just say
Fatality.
fail and move on?
You might roll a 20. Let's see what happens.
Well, the difficulty is 5. Baseline.
Now it's 8.
Now it's 8, so she'd need a 24.
Let's see what happens, just for giggles.
This is not gonna go well. No effort, and I have no assets.
Oh yeah, because your speed's pretty much depleted.
Fuck it. I knew it. I knew it wasn't gonna happen.
Well, with a 4, it would have happened regardless. But so take 4 points of damage. Armor kicks in like usual, like it should. You hear Elijah scream, basically, leave her alone, don't hurt her. And then he runs over, grabs Elijah's cage, and starts shaking it, screaming at the boy, asking him if he wants some of what she just got.
Do we hear that from upstairs?
No, yeah, this is why this would be,
While we were fighting
the
the
birds.
birds.
yeah, this is probably, y'all are probably just getting out of that room now. But the boy goes back to kind of curls back up, goes back to crying. Give me a perception roll, Lucille.
That's intellect.
That is intellect. Difficulty is 5, but with an ease, that'll drop it to 3 for you.
Okay. I'll put in an effort just because.
All right, so he's threatening the boy, clearly scaring the boy. But he turns back to you, Lucille. You call yourself a lady. But have you acted like a lady? I know what you did in Texas. I know that fear you have of being followed, being hunted.
Says the man who kidnapped a child.
The child walked into my house. He came in with gasoline and matches.
You have been tormenting the people here.
You were into nature. You know how it is. There are predators and there are prey.
That the man
He was just a rabbit, dumb enough to run into the wolf's den. I'm probably doing the overall population a favor by taking him out of the gene pool. 70s would gene pool be a regular used term? From out of the general population.
Culling him from the herd.
That's a good one.
He's young. He could learn.
But he won't. Unfortunately, he won't have the chance.
So you say. We're having this little spat between us. Can I do recovery?
You may.
Okay.
So this is your first recovery?
Yep.
Yeah, the time you need is just one action. I forget what detective does recovery.
It lets you heal some of your pools.
Yeah, I was trying to. Oh well.
I'm using 6 for might and just letting the other one go into speed.
Okay. Then you hear the door at the top of the stairs open and light spills down. You see Mr. Gallows grin and he fades from view. All right, Zeke, you were starting down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
You get down to the bottom. Moss on the floor. There's the smell of turned earth and something almost sweet, but not pleasant. Sort of a sweet, kind of a sweet rot. You see the walls are lined with shelves. They've got jars. They look like the jars people would use to can vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
But like one of the jars has got a lock of hair in it. One of the jars has got a wedding ring. There's a very small tooth in one jar.
Okay then.
You think it may be a child's tooth? And just
Okay.
a variety of weirdness like that. Yeah, those are the ones you see on the shelf closest to you as you get to the bottom.
Right.
The cellar is lit, but dimly lit. There's more light coming from the hallway than was down here. You see a child in a cage, curled up and crying. You see Lucille tied to one of the supports. Her lip looks like she's got a busted lip. You see Cyrus unconscious, but kind of twitching.
Also, probably has a bit of blood on her head from smacking me hard and going unconscious.
Well, that would probably be on the
Right
back
now.
of your head, but
Yeah.
Blood and hair. This will be fun.
and she's got other spots that look like they forming bruises, like as you would tend to have from falling downstairs.
Zeke will look back at the others and just say, "They're all here, and they're kids in a cage." He will make his way over to Lucille and try and undo her bindings.
Everybody, give me an initiative roll, please.
Yep.
I mean,
I was
cool.
I was
I
about
was-
to say, can I do a perception since I still have Gallows marked?
Yes, you may
was
try as
thinking
you're coming
that-
down the stairs.
I
I'll
was
let you.
gonna-
I'll let you roll that again as you're coming down the stairs.
I was gonna say that the second Lucille sees them come into view, she's going to warn them.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty
For
5.
initiative.
Oh, for the
The-
initiative. Difficulty 6.
I would assume Lucille would have warned them for sure.
Wait, if it was a, wouldn't it have had an asset?
Now, Mace,
Yeah,
what did you just
Yeah.
roll me?
yeah, have fun.
That is fantastic.
Just giving you. I'm feeling very giving tonight.
Oh,
Clearly,
I also
clearly
don't
you
tell
are.
Since I succeeded on the, I just used my magic understanding using crafting thing.
Mhm.
So would that give me anything for the initiative if I find him, or
You know what? I'll let you have I'll give you an asset for that.
okay? Let's say before I roll initiative, I don't.
Yeah, I'll give you an asset for that. All right. So Carr also failed. So Zeke goes after.
I need to also do an initiative.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Failure.
Oh right, initiatives are speed rolls, aren't they?
Yep. And it's probably is it hindered because she's
Being
tied.
tied up.
Not this time, because there's things you could potentially do even tied up. But the hindrance you got on your speed rolls from that cipher you used means you're rolling an 8 instead of a 6. So, all right. So Lucille is also going after.
Of course she's going after it.
And then what did Alexander roll? Okay, everybody's going after. All right.
Yeah.
I should train in initiative rolls.
I know there's some foci that get it trained.
Yeah, but you can also train it with your advancements.
Yeah.
All right. So y'all all get to the bottom. Alexander, you do your thing. And you realize Gallows is all around you.
Mm-hmm.
Lucille was absolutely right. Gallows is the house. Maybe not the physical house back in the real world, but wherever y'all are now, Gallows is the house.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Which would explain why the binding didn't work on the human
correct.
form.
Correct. For that free intrusion I get, it turns out he has one, master of the house.
Mm-hmm.
One of those shelves lining the wall, Mace.
Mm-hmm.
It's like someone must have been. It's like someone was standing behind it, even though they couldn't have because of the wall. And the entire thing and all its jars just fall over on you.
Fantastic. I'm covered in mystery goo.
The shelves are very heavy. You are pinned under the massive weight of broken glass and rotted preserves.
How would that interact with your tier 3? Because as long as you're standing on your own,
Oh, that's
you
right.
cannot be moved.
That is right. I am unmovable.
But this is happening
So it
because
slams
of
into her, but it's just like a wall meets a wall.
You avoid being knocked down, pushed back, or moved against your will as long as you are upright and able to take actions.
But how does that interact with an intrusion?
I'll roll you for it, and since it's kind of a layer action.
Action layer.
Oh, fun. I just realized something.
What's that?
Jason, you just told me what Gallows is.
But the house.
Or at least a facsimile of the house that you're in.
Behold chat.
Considering it's a house, I'm going to say fire and or flood damage. Electrical issues.
His
Well,
body.
that's the thing
His
is
actual.
with that successful roll, I've ID'd what Gallows technically is. So looking at
Termites.
the house, it is now a creature I can see.
All right.
Body underneath the floorboard.
Special weaknesses, property values going down.
Granted, this will happen on my turn, but I just thought about this since
To keep in mind.
since I've ID'd what Gallows is exactly, that he is the house. He is now I now see the creature as opposed to just the facsimile
Yeah, let me
or the
look. Does he
illusion he was
have
projecting.
any special weaknesses?
Are you a god? No.
If someone asks if you're a god, you say yes.
That's how the road to El Dorado happened.
No,
Ghostbusters.
I know.
we gotta make you watch that.
I've seen it.
We thought you hadn't. You said you hadn't seen Ghostbusters.
I've seen snippets now because we talked about it and YouTube went, here you go.
Brah. That's
How
not
have
seeing
you-
the movie.
How have you not seen Ghostbusters?
Very carefully.
Be fair, he is the youngest of us.
Also, to be fair, I do the Napa who you gonna call, so
Also that.
Jita.
All right, so here's how we're gonna do the Master of the House intrusion thing.
Mm-hmm.
The shelves slam down on you. Mace just sort of braces. So she's now, jars of rotted preserve smashed across her face. The shelves are now resting on her shoulders, continuing to be pressed down like there's a hand on the back pressing it down. But you are still standing for the moment. But what this would have done would have been to pin you under it, requiring a level 6 might task to escape. So you're effectively pinned, you're just still standing while it's going on.
Okay. I'll just have to do a might roll on my turn to
To
remove
get-
it,
yeah,
to
to get-
move.
To
Okay.
get it out.
It
off
works
you.
for me, but I am not on the floor.
But no, you're not prone or anything.
Any damage from the shelf and the preserves itself?
No. All this was really doing was the pinning.
Okay, just double checking.
So it doesn't feel nice, but it's not actually doing you any discernible damage.
I think that applesauce is older than I am.
Oh.
As far as you, Alexander, what you pick up from the weak spot. You're pretty sure it's feeding off of the boy.
Okay.
Maybe Cyrus too, since he's laid out over there.
Mhm.
And probably Lucille, if she'd been down here much longer.
Okay.
Now, he was affecting people in the neighborhood, even without somebody down here, but But if you can get some of those out of this room, that should weaken him some.
Okay. So in theory, would an unbind sever his feeding? Or since I'm kind of at the heart, as it were, if I unbind at this room, what would that do?
If
to
you
him?
ran over and grabbed the boy and did that, it should shield him from being fed on for at least a little while.
Okay. Got it.
I don't think he's gonna let the three of us go.
Well, have you tried asking him really nicely?
Mm.
Or did you just get sassy with him in his own house?
Well, he literally said, "There's you, the winter, and the Calder. I now went from famine to feast. I don't think he wants to let us go." Because that's 3 people from real old magic families just sitting here.
And he seemed to have some beef with the Calders.
Get in line.
All right, so top of the actual initiative order is Mr. Gallows.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, all right, who? Mace, there is suddenly someone standing next to you.
Fantastic.
Who reaches out to drive their hand into your chest.
Fantastic. Let's go.
Awkward.
Let's see. Let's see, this attack ignores physical armor.
Even better.
So I guess you need to give me a speed pool roll. Oh yeah, speed defense roll.
Okay, quick question: does it say anything about targeting int?
No. This attack
That's
does
what
not target int.
I just wanted to make sure because I have an int defense thing. Speed
And I am
roll. What difficulty?
Difficulty 6.
Hindered by the shelf.
Hindered by the shelf.
So difficulty 7.
Yes.
Cool. Stay in
Alright.
school, kids.
Failure. Alright, so reaches through your ribs and touches your heart. This attack ignores physical armor. Damage is dealt to the speed pool as the character's body turns cold and sluggish. It's like you feel your warmth and vitality kind of being pulled out of you.
Bold of him to assume she has a heart. All right. How many points?
7.
I beg your pardon?
7.
I beg your finest fucking pardon.
I beg your finest organic, grass-fed, free-range pardon? Okay, yeah, 7. We're good. Great, guys.
And then he leans in very, very close to you. Your grandmother touched my heart once. I'm so happy to return the favor to the family.
Ugh. She's too busy just kind of like having a moment of like, oh, am I having a stroke?
All right.
The look is given, but there's no like ability to speak at the moment.
Zeke, what are you doing?
This motherfucker.
Wait, who got
So, did Alexander relay what we needed to do?
Oh yeah.
So we needed to get people out that he was going to potentially feed off of.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Cool.
lost on
You were literally in the
where
belly of the
people
beast.
live.
Cool. So, out of the two, the kid's in the cage, and Cyrus is tied up on a table,
And Lucille is tied to a pole or to a post.
and Lucille is tied to a pole.
The conscious one can carry someone smaller or wake the unconscious one.
Yeah. Zeke's going to do his original thing. He's going to untie Lucille because he was already making his way that way anyway.
Okay. I don't have to roll for that, you know. Say what you want to about Gallows, he ties a very nice knot.
Yeah.
Can't care.
Ugh,
And then
Lucille
with-
was not interested.
It's more of a kidnapping, human sacrifice sort of skill set he has,
Yeah.
but okay.
Little less can care.
outside, I assume that takes my action to untie it.
Yes, that is your action to do it, though.
Okay. So Zeke's going to then make his way over to the cage.
Okay.
But then that's his turn.
All right. Lucille, you are untied. What are you doing?
He's going to use where is it? Where is it? I just had it. This one. Inspire action on Zeke to save the kid. Free the kid.
For them to take an action. If they take that exact action, they can do so in an additional action
As an
immediately.
additional action immediately.
Okay. Zeke's going to try and get the kid out.
All right, so you run over to this cage,
Mm-hmm.
and there's not a padlock or anything on it. It's a cage, and then where the latch is, there's like a metal plate, so nobody inside the cage could reach through and mess with the latch.
Zeke's going to open it and get the kid out.
He's laying there whimpering and crying.
He is going. If it will be possible, he will gently pick up the kid in his arms.
No,
And he will have the kid.
You grab him and slide him. And he's in blue jeans. He's got a t-shirt on. How familiar would Zeke be with comic books? Let's see. This is the
I want to
70s.
say-
Zeke's in his 30s.
Zeke's in his 30s, spent most of the time in the woods, but went into town when he needed to. So he's probably seen one or two of them.
And you were a kid. You had some time with your parents as a kid. You were
Mhm.
what? You were what?
Yeah,
10,
up to
12?
12, 14-ish,
Okay.
somewhere around in there. So
So,
he's
20
he's
years
seen-
ago from the
he's seen some comics.
70s. So yeah. 50s, 60s. You'd have seen when comic books started getting big again.
Yeah.
Zeke should not be in his 30s.
Oh, he's in his 20s. Okay.
Yeah, he's in his 20s.
So that would put him well
12
in
to
the
14, 10 years.
Okay, so that would be in the 60s.
Yeah.
When comics were kind of having their second big something.
Mhm.
So you recognize you recognize that, that's a Green Lantern t-shirt.
He'll just start quietly talking to the kid, saying, "You like Green Lantern? I do too." Kind of calm him down.
Yeah, he likes Green Lantern. Let's see.
I think it's Alexander or Mace's turn.
I'm making Mace go last because she rolled a 1.
Yeah, she rolled 1. That's fair.
Yeah.
Unless Lucille had something else she needed to do.
In upcoming turns, and it won't be as big a deal.
That should be Lucille's.
Well, I didn't know if you were going to move towards the door.
Or, well, she could move towards the door. She could move over to Cyrus.
She's probably gonna head towards Cyrus.
Okay. All right, Alexander. There's a ghost standing there with his hand shoved into Mace's chest while leaning forward and whispering threateningly to her.
Oh hell no.
You can't see her butt.
The inspiration of it is still there.
No, she's got those shelves on her. She's all tensed up. Every muscle in her body is tight.
Yeah, but the ghost is between him and the butt.
I am going to player intrude
Ooh.
again. And the antlers he keeps with him basically shatter down into dust as he's going to reactivate Buck's haunt one more time to basically keep the spirit of Gallows at bay.
Okay.
for the moment. Which that's the... It says used, but I am now deleting the cipher entirely.
Yeah.
Because I've completely burnt it out using this intrusion.
Okay, that's a level 2 creature.
Mhm.
Okay, but it can hinder.
Yeah.
So it will just be trying to get in Gallows' way. It being a ghost, it can essentially be physically interacting with him like normal.
Pretty much. That was the whole gist, is
Okay.
something physically that he'd have to contend with. And basically to hinder his actions and reduce the
difficulties for all. Yeah. Strategically,
you're
good
all
move.
against. So with the spirit of the buck basically going, get out, basically just rams Gallows. Is his hand out of Mace's chest?
Yes, when it charges at him, he kind of steps, jumps back. So his hand is out of Mace's chest.
Fantastic. In that case, I'm gonna perfect remedy her for 2 HP. She can add to whatever pool she wants.
The only one that has lost something.
Fantastic.
She has a need for speed.
And he does come over next to her and is trying to help her get the bookshelf off. I say bookshelf, a shelving unit.
Yeah. Mace.
I'm gonna roll to try and get the thing off me.
All right. Now that hold, you can't be assisted. Is that period or is that just social stuff?
Double checking. You gain no additional benefit when you get help with a task from another character who is trained or specialized in that task. So I do not get any benefit.
Okay.
He's still trying.
Yeah.
Me, the player, knows it's not going to help. Alexander's like, need to help.
Totally lift this shelf. Oh god, it's heavy.
Yeah, pretty much. Also, this is just pigeon noises. He's next to Mace, so she can just reach out, touch him, and heal as well because of his font of
Her
healing.
hands are full right now.
Yeah.
All right, so
level 6.
level 6 might task.
We'll throw an effort in there.
Would that be reduced by Buck's Haunt messing with the Gallows, since...
No, that's already
Gallows...
something that's triggered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the shelf is not ghostly, unfortunately.
Well, yeah.
All right. So nope, you're still struggling with the shelf.
Can I say that is that all she can do this turn, or could she like shoulder bump for healing?
I would let you shoulder bump for the healing.
Okay, what is it for font?
You can heal a d6 to either your might or speed pool, but you take 2 damage out of your intellect pool.
Unless you have edge, I presume.
There. It costs them 2 intellect points.
Yeah, I got no edge in that. Ugh.
Yeah, so
that
you
implies that Lucille could just constantly hug him and have free healing.
well, so there's the thing, is it's not a cost that edge can mitigate. It's effectively damage.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Or
different then.
wording. This will be up to DM. So it says this healing costs 2 intellect points.
If they want the healing, they spend the 2 intellect.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Okay, I did it. I took 2 out of my int.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
I'm sure I
top
won't
of the
need my
order.
intelligence for this.
Mr. Gallows is not pleased. He opens his mouth, and it opens unnaturally wide.
Naturally.
And lets out a piercing shriek. This does not sound like a noise that should come out of a man. Really, it should come out of an animal. You're not really sure this noise should come out of any living thing.
I'm gonna spend 2 to unbind. Alexander whips around, points at him, and says, "Off."
All right, so let's add a piercing shriek. Everyone in the cellar must make a might defense roll. Alexander can ignore this if he's using that ability
Can
defensively.
I cover the kid's
Well,
ear?
so here's the thing. It says I can cancel it.
All right, the one you can use as a reaction cancels the effect on you, I believe.
It says any incoming ability targeted at you.
Oh, this
So-
isn't really targeted at you. This is an area effect.
It's a hand grenade.
Well, I mean, he would still be targeted, or does it doesn't say only at him?
Would you
I'm
be
going
able
to say,
to touch? Oh, it's the effect or device.
Yeah, touch is for devices. I have to be able to touch devices. But
yeah, I would say this protects you, but not everybody. Not with it being an
Okay.
area thing, and being something that there's no rolling for.
Well,
Might-
well, I could roll for it because it does say this is a defense action. If we want to word it that way.
Hmm.
Seems
It'd
it
be
doesn't
like-
say anything about it targeting people.
Like I said, up to DM at the end of the day. It's just I'm
All right,
laying my
alternative.
case out here.
Oh yeah, it does seem like you'd have to, when you use it defensively, you'd have to make a roll. Which would probably be about the only way you'd make one.
The only problem that I see with this Socks is at the
Mhm.
very end it says you must touch the effect or device. You are not touching it.
Well, the defensive thing is a little, that's an alternate way he can do it. Is he can use it to block
Right,
an incoming
but
effect on himself.
Well, so the range is immediate, but the says alternatively, or you can cancel any device or the effect of any device for 1d6 rounds, but I have to touch that effect or device to cancel it.
Yes.
This is me using it as a defense action to cancel an incoming ability targeted at me within immediate range.
Yeah, so I'm going to say that's going to work to protect you, but everybody else has still got to roll.
Okay.
I'm going to Zeke's gonna turn and protect the kid's ears. He's just gonna literally.
It's not your go. You don't realize what he's about to do.
As soon as I hear it is when he's doing it, as I would assume.
What's the roll against?
All right, so just see the jarring cry. Everyone in the cellar must make a might defense roll. So everybody
What's
except
the
Alexander.
difficulty?
What against what? What level?
Oh, let's see, what was his level? Level 6.
Hold on, I'm double checking something.
No,
If I could stop rolling. Like ass.
it's okay. Same for me.
Lucille?
I'm double checking something.
Sorry.
My defense roll.
I'm gonna refresh to sage my dice here. Hold on.
It's just armor.
Good.
All right, so everyone
Doing
that
great,
failed,
Hmm.
You are paralyzed for a round.
Oh
Lovely.
no. Would that be classified as emotionally or physically?
Both.
No, that's true. Beloved.
The ouch
Or
flaw.
beloved. Yeah.
That's why I'm asking. It's like, is it emotionally or is it physically?
What is the ouch thing?
Someone intimidates, coerces, controls, or otherwise negatively impacts you emotionally. The effect lasts twice as long.
Ooh.
I mean, paralyzed physically, I would think.
Yeah, this is... While it is a scary noise he makes, that is not what's... It is not fear that is...
Physical paralyzation, not fear
Yeah.
paralyzation.
Yeah, it is a physical... Because if it was fear, you'd be rolling... It'd be an intellect defense. You're rolling a might defense, so this is physical.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it'll only be one round.
Yes. Which means he immediately gets to take another action, effectively, because none of y'all get to go. Oh, except Alexander.
Yep. Yeah, Alexander is he's gonna basically slicing strand the ghost's throat.
Okay. He's a ghost. He doesn't really have vital spots, but okay.
Yeah.
Alright, that is how much points?
It's 4.
4. If he's got armor, that affects. Alright. Don't worry, he doesn't have much armor.
Yeah.
Alright.
As he just glares at Mr. Gallows.
Then it's his turn.
Mm-hmm.
Your grandmother was there too. Watched while her friend killed me. And he steps forward and tries to drive his hand into your chest.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a speed defense roll.
Got it. Defense against a what?
6. Oh, wait, you get the... No, because the buck would be unaffected by that. Ooh, but it's physical. No, I guess the buck is still hindering him, so difficulty 5 instead of 6.
Okay.
Is
Would
it
it
just
have
sort
been 5 for the whale too, then?
of...
We all would have failed. Either way, because mine would have failed on a 4. Zeke's on a 1.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
Special.
Oh, very good.
Go for the damage.
Yeah, but he's not attacking him, so... Alright, so you get out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
What would be a good... What's something extra I could give you on a dodge, though?
May I suggest something thematic?
Sure.
Since this is a ghost, and Alexander's wielding magic offensively. He tries to reach in for his heart. Alexander moves out of the way, his hand glows with magic, and he reaches in and just decks Gallows' heart instead. Basically drive the ghost back away from him. As a dodge, basically.
Kind of one of those, you dodge out of the way and take the opening to...
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work.
Slicing strand from the top rope.
Yeah. As he gets out of the way, Dexy's like, and she's still here, and I'm doing my job.
So I guess we effectively will be giving him that +3 damage.
Fair enough, yeah.
Minus his armor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Gallows staggers back, looking a little surprised. He hasn't been physically assaulted while in this form before.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody else. Nobody else gets a turn. Oh no, that was. No, he went. Gallows went. Yeah, I've already skipped everybody else.
Yeah, so now it's back to the rest of the
It
party
was back to. Okay.
in their unparalyzed state.
All right. Lucille, what are you doing?
I'm next to the Cyrus.
Basically trying to get Cyrus out.
Okay, so you're untying Cyrus. So you don't have any trouble untying him.
Let's see if I can carry this man out.
All
How big is Cyrus?
He's a soldier.
I mean,
Well, if
I
you can
mean,
at least maybe
Zeke,
get him awake, he can get himself out.
Jason, would it be an action to give the child to Lulu, and then I pick up Cyrus?
Yeah. You could for your turn. You could walk over there, hand Elijah to her, and then grab Cyrus. I'd say that's all. That's fine for one turn.
Okay. Okay.
So is that what we're going to do? You know, Lucille starts trying to get Cyrus up, and you run over there and swap.
Yeah. Yeah. For mine and Lulu's turn, she frees Cyrus. He'll go over to her, hand the Elijah to Lucille, and then he will pick up Cyrus.
Okay.
Which she's essentially like holding him close, kind of putting his head, the child's head, in like to her like shoulder, and like kind of protecting him with her arms.
Princess carrying Cyrus out.
Now he gets lugged over the shoulder of Zeke.
All right. So you're trying to keep Elijah calm.
Keep him calm, keep him protected.
All right. So that is Zeke and Lucille's turn. Mace, what are you doing? I won't make you go last this time.
Trying to get the shelf off again.
All right.
It was a 6.
It was a 6. It's a heavy ass shelf.
This shelf is now my nemesis. It's really slippery with expired preserves and a child's tooth.
I mean, spend an XP to re-roll it.
And fail again?
I mean, do you have effort to burn?
I'll burn. Next turn. See what happens.
All right, Alexander.
Well, he already
Re
identified.
into the void.
Well, he already identified what the weak spot is. His. He's gonna call over. Hey Zeke, pass the ward.
I don't think I can do that on my until my turn. So, unless I can just toss it real quick. Could Zeke just drop it?
Zeke could just drop it.
Okay.
Okay. So, let me ask this: Zeke could drop it, but could he kick it across the floor to Alexander?
Considering y'all are across, considering y'all are across the room from each other, and you've spent your action swapping kid and getting.
Yep.
I'm going to say that you have spent your action. So.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Gallows is probably kind of in the middle of the room.
Yes.
Okay, he's gonna go around, pick up the ward, and as an action, activate it.
All right. What does the ward do?
So it's a level 4 witch ward.
Boop.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Oh, right,
Yeah.
right, that one.
So against malevolent magical creatures, including witches, demons, ghosts, and spirits, he now has 4 armor in addition to his
Okay.
wrap power. So
Yeah. So you break the wood chip in half and
mhm.
stick each piece in one of your shoes.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Then we are back to the top of the order, and it is 9:40. So we're gonna stop here.
Okay.
Eventually, we'll get through this day.
Actually, yeah.
I was hoping to tonight, but big fight, big boss. On the plus side, Cyrus is off the table. So if Patrick's here next week, Cyrus just wakes up.
True.
In the arms of Zeke.
In the arms of a dog boy or cat boy, whatever his mood, however his mood
Ferret
strikes
boy.
him.
Yeah.
Cat, dog, ferret, bear boy.
Whatever I need to be in the moment.
Well, I hope y'all enjoyed it. I had fun. I've been looking forward to introducing you to Mr. Gallows. Hope anybody watching at home, hope you enjoyed it. Anybody comes by and checks us out later, hope you join us again in a week. Again, I was your storyteller for the evening, Jason. And with me has been Nix as Lucille.
Okay.
Sarah as Mace. Carr as Zeke. Eric as Alexander.
Pretend I'm waving.
And we will see y'all next time.
Bye-bye.